Michael Slager, the former North Charleston police officer who shot and killed Walter Scott last year, was indicted on federal charges today. He already faced murder charges at the state level. He's now facing obstruction of justice, unlawful use of a weapon during the commission of a crime, and a civil rights violation. The federal government is not seeking the death penalty. We were in court today. We also spoke to the family to see what this new development means to them. We have team coverage of this indictment. News 2's Mason McLeod is standing by, but we want to begin with News 2's Ashley Yost. Good evening, Ashley.
Good evening, and the family held a meeting right after the hearing. They talked about what today means not only for them, but also for the country. I talked one-on-one with one of the family's lawyers and also with Walter Scott's brother. What would your brother say if he was here today to watch this movement happening in our country?
Good job. Continue the fight and don't give up.
That's what they plan to do, and today they talked about the impact the federal government charging Slager has on our country.
If you want to know what civil rights history looks like, take a look at today. The federal government said it stops now. Police brutality stops now.
I thank God that my son was the one that was used to pull the cover off of all the violence and the cover-ups.
What are these experiences like when you have to keep coming back to court and keep hearing and talking about it? What is it like for your family?
It's like opening a pouring salt in the wound again. I mean, and it just keeps on coming and it keeps on coming. But we're prepared for this because at the end of the day, we want justice.
He says today is one step closer, but they want more.
They've already made some improvements as far as like the body cameras. We want to see that initiated across the United States.
Even with this progress, the family's lawyer says what happened today is rare.
The United States government steps in and charges officers in approximately 4% of police misconduct cases. Today is a happy day because Walter Scott, Officer Slager, they join that 4%.
They say the Fed stepping in makes their cry for justice louder.
It's a lot louder because the federal government hasn't stepped in a lot of situations, but they're changing.
Walter Scott's mother says why she wants that change.
I'm sad because my son is gone. I'll never see him again. But I pray that other mothers don't have to go through what I've been going through.
Solicitor Scarlett Wilson sent a statement out on the indictment just about an hour ago. She said in part, while certainly the state's charges address the killing of Mr. Scott, they do not directly address the alleged violation of Mr. Scott's civil rights by a government employee acting under color of law. It's essential that law enforcement and our community see the federal government address such an important aspect of this case. And we also learned today that Andy Savage, the lawyer defending Michael Slager on the state level, will also defend him at the federal level, along with attorney Sean Kent. Live at the federal courthouse in downtown Charleston, I'm Ashley Yost, News 2.
Ashley, thank you. Also, Andy Savage sent us a statement about today's development. He said, "It seems very extreme and the timing is very interesting." He went on to say, needless to say, today's indictment is very concerning to Michael. However, he continues to remain grateful for the evidence that exists and at this point still has faith in our justice system and its processes.